right, and good day to you and yours and all of y'all out there. Thanks for coming on board today. It is Polymac Particles High Noon Style. Creative Tony and I just had a very, very eventful pre-show meeting. We have a ton of stuff to get to. It's like just one of these days where we got more on our plate than we can handle. So we're going to go up tempo today in an effort to try to cover everything. Tony, could I get an explosion right out of the gate for some breaking news? Just a quick explosion. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Niner heads, this one's for you guys. I got some breaking news out of 49er land. The San Francisco 49ers have just signed another edge rusher. He was a former Philadelphia Eagle. Welcome aboard, Bryce Huff. They are...
Dude, that's great. We can bring back the Huff enough, dude. Ain't that Huff enough? Boom, 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 boom.
Dude, yeah. I've been watching you for days now, baby. You know what I mean?
I just love your sexy ways now, babe. Dude, put your lovin' in my box, dude.
Are you kidding me? Is that the actual lyric?
Put your lovin' in my box
now, baby. By the way, that dude with the little cap on. And you know who that guy is? That's Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother.
Exactly.
That's Jimmy. Exactly. I think his name is Jimmy Vaughn, something like that. Anyway, we'll shout out the T-Birds. Anyway, welcome aboard, Bryce Huff. Help out Nicky Bosa on the other edge. Hopefully this guy can put some more pressure on the quarterback. The Niners need that. You don't win games in the NFL unless you can get to the quarterback. Okay, that's one thing. Obviously, there's so much news. Tony, why don't we just check the box with Longbridge right now? We'll go right into it. Longbridge Pizza, our great sponsor, our first sponsor. Dear
Paulie, out of the gates, I gotta just blow the air horn, dude. Sorry, I gotta blow. We didn't explain the Huff thing in its entirety. He was traded for a day 3 draft pick next year, so that's a day 3 draft pick next year. Bryce Huff, Huff enough. Huff,
I'm not
Huff,
worried.
Huff, give. Let's go.
Huff, Huff, give, Huff, Huff, or I'll blow your house down. All right, Longbridge Pizza, Tony, here they come. Neil Donardi is the main man. He's the kingpin down on 3rd Street in the Dog Patch neighborhood, the fastest growing neighborhood in the city. It's really cool down there. Go check it out. 2347 3rd Street. They've got the laid back vibe. They've got the serious pizza, and they're ready for you to come on in. Bring in the Little League team. Tony's got some great Little League news he wants to share today, too, and I want to talk about that. But Neil Donardi, South City guy, and that's how he treats his people, like family. So get on in there, enjoy any one of the variety of pizzas they have. Also enjoy their specialty sandwiches. And I wanted to say about Little League, if you've got a group of kids or you just want to have a day out, a little party, get them in the back room. They can accommodate like 15, 20 people back there. They've got all the flat screens. Great way to spend an afternoon or an evening. So, and by the way, Valkyrie's Ball is back in full swing at Chase Center. So when you're going to a Valkyries game, definitely stop by Longbridge. You really can't do one without the other. And if I may be so bold, go ahead and try the Polymac pizza. See how it works for you. The particle pie. I mean, that's my own choice. That's my namesake. I got to promote that bad boy. Creative Tony, your thoughts on Longbridge, and then we'll dive right into the meat of the show. And there's a lot of meat on the bone today. So go ahead, bro.
I can't get enough of Longbridge Pizza and Neil Donardi. I got a nice healthy dose of Neil at the Goose Show on Tuesday. Nice. But hey, the Giants are coming back next week. So next week, when the Giants are back in town, go to Longbridge before or after or during these games. And also, I had friends, shout out Brian Townsend and his brother. They went to Longbridge before the Goose Show on Wednesday. So whenever there's shows in the city, go to Longbridge for a beer and a pizza. Get some sustenance before you dance your booty off. And go to Longbridge beforehand or after or during and enjoy yourselves. LongbridgePizza.com, 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. And also, you can make like a little bar crawl while you're in the dog patch too, if you want. And also, I'm a big fan of the Lime Scooter. Grab your Lime Scooter after Longbridge, go do the bar crawl, and then come back to Longbridge to bookend your bar crawl with Longbridge.
Yeah, leave it to Creative Tony to encourage people to drive drunk on their scooters. By the way, can you get a DUI on a scooter? I bet you can. You probably can if you're weaving. A DUI. I got my license suspended. I was drunk driving on a scooter. That can probably happen. So be careful out there. Call in the designated driver to take you around if that's the case. Okay, Tony. Thank you, Longbridge. We freaking love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Neil, I'm due. I got to pop in. I haven't seen those guys in a couple of weeks, and I'm due. Okay. Well, I want to start today with kind of some sad news. I mean, I'm not breaking news here. We all saw this yesterday, but it was really troubling and upsetting. And just frankly, it was just sad news to find out that Clay Thompson's beloved dog, Rocco Thompson, has passed away. He's gone to dog heaven. And I'm telling you right now, the outpouring of love and grief on Twitter that I saw is pretty special. And I want to dedicate the show to the memory of Rocco. I actually have a brief Rocco Thompson story I want to start the show with. I want to share this.
Nice. Bring it.
Yeah. So years ago, probably I don't know, around 2015, 2016, right in there. I did a private event with Clay Thompson. Raymond Ritter was like, hey, man, can you come down and help Clay just do like a Q&A? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So we went to Jack London Square, and Clay he still does. He has a piece of a private plane company, these, high rollers that just take planes all over the place. I wish I was one of them. I'm not. By the way, when do we get the particle plane? When is the Polymac particle plane going to take flight? Somebody work on that for me, because I hate waiting in lines and I hate security. I want to march right onto the tarmac like Clay and get on my private jet and be like, I want to be, you know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, sons of Johnny Lee, hop on my private plane. We're going to see Pearl Jam in Wichita or whatever. You know what I mean? In any case, I'm doing this event with Clay, and it was all for investors in this company. The name of the company is called Wheels Up. Again, it's for like your highest echelon of money people in the country. Big money guys use this service. So Clay has a piece of the company. We're sitting there. We're doing a Q&A. And I remember when this happened, it was very close to Halloween. So before the event started, I was just hanging with Clay, just talking to him. And I remember this specifically. I was like, Clay.
Hold on. Was it a Halloween themed event? Like, did you go in costume?
No. But it's funny you ask. Stay tuned. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. So it was like a few days before Halloween. And the first thing I remember is Clay and I were chilling, and there were all these people coming in. And as they were getting seated, Clay and I were just shooting the breeze. And I told him, first of all, I complimented him on his defense, because his defense had really started to become exemplary. Like, he became a great defender. If you guys remember, before the injury, he was a premier defender. So he was very glad. He was like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've been really working hard on my defense. Me and Ron Adams, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes, dude, and I go, hey, man, you got any plans for Halloween? And he goes, oh, man, check this out. He takes his phone out. I'm not kidding. He starts scrolling through a gallery of Rocco in different costumes.
Nice, dude.
I saw Rocco the cowboy. I saw Rocco the firefighter. I saw Rocco. I think he was like dressed up in Batman. He had like a Batman mask on one of them. So Clay had like a variety. He's like, which one do you like, man? I'm like, dude, go firefighter, because he had the helmet on. He looked amazing. So Clay was really in love with that dog. It really was his best friend. We've all seen the footage over the years. And I saw, Tony, a note. One of the commenters before the show started, it scrolled by real quick, so forgive me, I don't remember who to credit this to, but somebody had a great idea and said, why don't we run this past Raymond and Joe Lacob and all those guys, see if we can name a Rocco dog park outside of Chase Center. I think that's a great idea. I really like that. Just Rocco Thompson's dog park outside of Chase Center. And I wanted to ask you, Tony, like, I'm at a point in my life where I don't have a dog now, but I grew up with a dog. My family had a Basset Hound growing up named Wallace. And Wallace the Basset Hound, great dog. Yeah, such a sweet dog. Basset Hound.
Hold on, time out. Any reason for the name Wallace? Like, it was this obviously before Rasheed Wallace, right? So it's like,
no, it wasn't even named. It was just the dog looked like Wallace. That was his name. He's just Wallace. Welcome aboard. So
obviously before Marcellus Wallace too. So it
was way before Marcellus Wallace. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I got to tell you, I know what it's like when you lose your dog. Like, it was one of the, I'm not kidding. And my dad passed away a long time ago, but I can tell you, I don't think I ever saw my dad as upset as he was the day we had to put Wallace down, because she had arthritis. I mean, she was really old, and it was rough. It was really rough. And my dad was so upset. I'll never forget that. So I know what Clay's going through. And I just want to send out condolences to Clay. I know it's a rough time. Do you like, I guess the question is too, when you go through this, do you immediately get another dog, or do you?
I think you got to grieve a little bit, but I can relate to that too. I grew up with a black lab. First, we had a Brittany Spaniel named Jasper, but Jasper was too wild for just our plot of land, so we needed to set him free. We gave it to a family friend who had a big farm. Nice. And then we got a black lab named Olive, and Olive ruled, and she was a duck hunting dog. We got her like a couple years old, and she was a duck hunting dog. And but then at the end, my dad, the same thing. My dad took her to be put to rest, and he said it was one of the hardest days of his life. And because she had hip dysplasia, and so she couldn't use her hind legs anymore. And so the doctor was like, the vet was like, it's. You want to take her out of her misery, basically. And my dad had to do it, and he didn't tell us he was doing it. And so he did it by himself, and then he came home, and then we had a little ceremony and stuff. And so, dude, yes, I 100% get it, man. Hey, in the house, my dad and I used to joke around because it was me and my dad, and then 5 females, my 3 sisters, my mom, and our dog. But the one female that would always listen to us all the time was Olive the dog. So, rest in peace, Rocco. Totally, dude. I get it.
And they went everywhere together. And I'll never forget this too. When Clay got injured in the finals in 2019, that it was really bad. The Achilles and all that, like the depression that sets in for a world-class athlete when they can no longer perform. And you got to go through all that rehab and build your body back up. You remember all the pictures he used to share? Clay would be in the gym. Rocco was always sitting right there with him. Rocco was on his boat. Rocco was in the locker room. Rocco went everywhere Clay went. So I know it's just a hard day. And again, this show today, our 99th show, by the way, it's our Michael Walter show. Shout out Michael Walter. Great linebacker.
Or it's the Alden Smith show. I want to represent Alden Smith as well.
Both very deserving of the highest level of praise. Yeah.
Or for Rags' sake, is it the Mark Gastineau show as well?
What do you mean for Rags' sake? What does that have to do with Rags?
He lives near Jets country, dude. Come on.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know where you're going. And by the way, don't forget, Alden Smith actually did a little time as a Dallas Cowboy for Rags' head too. So
he did.
Alden Smith is a great guy. I've actually had a couple chances to hang with him. He's a really, really good dude. So yeah, the Michael Walter show, the Alden Smith show. And if you ever want to blow your mind, go back and look at Alden Smith's numbers. They're effing
incredible.
They're insane. They're insane. I'll tell you what, Nick Bosa has not matched Alden Smith's numbers.
No, not yet. Not yet. But dude, Dom Peralta's comment, DeForest Buckner, line one. That's a great call, dude.
Listen, I love DeForest Buckner. That was I still think we haven't recovered from that. The interior push he used to give us, we haven't had it since. We have not had it since. And he was the heart and soul. He was like a captain of the defense, man. Now I know we got Fred Warner, highest paid linebacker in the NFL and all that, but at the same time, we still haven't had that push in the middle like we had when Defoe was in the house. So anyway, show is for Rocco. It's the Michael Walter, Alden Smith show. Shout out Wayne Gretzky as well. I think that was Scarlet Fire. Don't forget about
that's a good call. Good call.
99, Wayne Gretzky. He's in the mix as well. A little bit later in the show, Tony, we're going to do our Metallica ticket giveaway. I got a whole new set of lyrics we're going to share today. We got the musical. But as we get going, Tony, may I, if you don't mind, I know you had a big night last night. Now, let me tell the audience real quick something about Creative Tony.
Let me tell you something.
I love Creative Tony. I do. I love
you too, buddy.
Remember in Brian's song, the movie Brian's song about Brian Piccolo, and then Gail Sayers was played by Billy D. Williams, and Brian Piccolo played by James Conn. He's dying of cancer or something like that. And then at the end, friggin' Billy D gets up and he goes, "Let me tell you, I love Brian Piccolo." And I'm saying that right now. I love Creative Tony. I do.
Hey, before we get back to this, the universe is such a wild and crazy thing. Yeah. You just bring up Gail Sayers out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I did some research on the birthdays today. It's Gail Sayers' heavenly birthday.
That's what you call particles in full flight, my friend.
This morning, I put on this T-shirt, Music Millennium from Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
And it's a great record store in Portland, Oregon on Burnside in Southeast Portland.
Great town.
I used to go there when I lived up there, but it's also like has a little bar in the back and a pool hall, and where Stephen Malcolmus from Pavement used to play and hang out. Yeah. Dude, I put this T-shirt on this morning. Guess whose birthday it is today, too? Stephen Malcolmus's birthday from Pavement. I'm like, dude, this is wild, weird, wacky stuff. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I totally I felt that there was really good energy in the air today. This is like the hippie side of me. It comes out sometimes. And I'm telling you right now, there is definitely good energy in the air today. And I hope it makes it to South Beach. Give me some Harrison dominating today. We'll talk Giants in a little bit. But
on that note, too, I see Nick. Get back to me. I'll get back to you in a sec, Clay. I apologize.
You're good, man. You're good.
But Nikki DiFrancesco, I by the way, I got everybody's musical assignment. Thank you for sending those in. And Nikki DiFrancesco, thank you for the story that you included in your email. We're going to get to that story during the musical assignment because, dude, it's crazy stuff that Paulie and I really want to address. Paulie doesn't even know about it yet, Nikki D, because I want to get his natural reaction on the air. So thanks for sending that in, bud, and we'll get to it later on the show.
Okay, since you just kind of interrupted, I'm going to interrupt myself for 5 seconds because two other family notes. I want to tie up some family loose ends here. I've been meaning to do this all week. You know how we had on Wednesday night, we had that whole the ladies of PMP and who's going to get a crown, and I want a crown, and Lily's like, where's my crown? So all the ladies of the PMP audience have kind of formed this coalition. They're calling themselves the Ladies of PMP. I think Dom is working on customized shirts for all of y'all.
Wasn't it the broads of PMP? I thought they decided broads.
That can be considered an objectionable term by some, so I don't want to go down that road. But I know they were referring to themselves. Here it is, Bonnie Scarlet Fire saying broads right now. I feel you.
Leah Phillips,
part of that. I wanted to shout somebody out. who I would easily put in the ladies of PMP community, because she has been one of our greatest supporters on Twitter for like this entire year we've been doing the show. But I never see her on the show. I think she must have a real job or something like that. I don't see her commenting on the show, but every time we put something on Twitter, she's always there. She's always spreading the positive vibes. So I want to shout out Sue. My great friend Sue on Twitter, she's there every day. She's always there, and she's always putting out great energy and stuff. So Sue, I just wanted to shout you out and say thank you for all the support. And also one other family tie I want to get together here is Pine Needle. Pine Needle, I want to let you know on the air, I got the package you gave to Dom. He gave it to me. I'm going to give it to Tony. He's got the jungle motif, the safari backdrop. So right now, Pine Needle, I just want you to know I have it, but I'm going to give it to Creative Tony as soon as I see him. So thank you very much for that. You'll see the results as Tony drapes it over the studio there as we go forward. Now, back to Creative Tony and my love affair with Creative Tony. First of all, there is nobody who I'd rather work with. This kid and I have been through all of it. We've been working together for 30 years. And here's what I know about Tony. He's very modest. He's a very modest guy. He does not like to stick his chest out and go like, hey, I did this. Look at me. Look at me. He easily could because he's talented as hell. But he does not like to talk about his college baseball career unless I like kind of pull it out of him. And right now he is coaching a little league team. And I just think, Tony, you got to share some stories because I know what happened last night and you're in the playoffs. You're about to go to the championship, and it turns out, let me just set the table for you, that Tony's son, Dom, we got another Dom. We got Dom Peralta. We got Dom Ryan.
Yep.
This kid went off last night. The kid is swinging. I mean, and I say like he takes after his old man, but Tony's son, just so all you guys know, had a monster game last night. So, Tony, congratulations. Tell us real quick. Just give us a review of the events.
Yeah, it was a good game, man. And, you know, so basically this team that I coach, and by the way, Rising Wolf was at the game last night. Shout out Rising Wolf. Thanks for being there. He was in the outfield. He's one of the outfield guys. He doesn't go to the bleachers behind home plate. He's an outfield guy like my dad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be an outfield guy when I'm done coaching. But
that's what I was always like, dude, off in the corner, just minding my own business, like the wanderer. Yeah, like totally isolated. Yeah. Because I risk being like, oh, that's that radio asshole. He's always yelling and screaming. Right. I just tried to stay away. I tried to stay to keep my, mind my own business kind of vibe.
Dude, I stay away. Allison Chains. Oh, Mark Graves, by the way. Mark Graves, Dennis Green drop. You want to crown him. Crown him.
You want to crown their ass? Crown their ass. By the way, Dennis Green, great assistant coach under Bill Walsh. Just throwing it out there. He got a ring with the Niners. Tony, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, anyways, I was just the lesson I told these kids, and we've been telling them all year, dude, regular season, we went 4-10.
Okay.
4-10. We lost, of our 10 losses, 3 of them were lopsided losses where we're missing some team members and a couple coaches, and they were just whatever, just a bad day. And we got our butts kicked. But the other 7 losses were all close, like two or 3 run losses. And so we kept telling the kids, believe, hang in there. And it's all, everybody makes the playoffs and you'll be fine. First playoff game, we lose the first playoff game 6-4. And we keep telling the kids, believe. Now we've won 4 in a row. And we're in the championship on Sunday. And we were the 7th seed out of 8 teams. So I couldn't be happier for the kids because they continue to believe and they continue to like work hard and play for each other. We talk about believe in yourself, believe in each other, be the best teammate you can. I steal my college coach's acronym. We wore t-shirts under our practice jerseys at practice in college that said Magic Today.
Yeah.
And Magic stood for make a greater individual commitment today.
Look at you.
Yeah. So he's talking about do what you can do individually to help your team win.
Okay.
So these are the pregame talks I do and stuff, or we do. And the kids they're just out there making contact. I'm trying to teach them about 2-strike hitting.
Put the ball in play. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm about put the ball in play, but like, especially with 2 strikes, I call it swinging ugly. Just swing ugly. Just throw your bat at it. Just put the ball. Anyway, so it's been a wonderful, wonderful ride. And regardless of what happens Sunday, we're playing it's a Bay Bridge. Formerly Bay Bridge championship game because it's the A's versus the Giants on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah, and the A's are dear friends. So we're looking forward to having a good time on the diamond. And it's just been a great run. And I'm just proud of the kids. And I'm just the lesson for anybody who coaches Little League or at any level. And anybody who has kids who play at the younger level, it's all about just keep the faith. Keep the faith. Like, dude, I hate to. This is your guy. I'm keeping the faith.
Oh,
right?
Thanks. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Or,
Girl, she been living with her uptown world. Don't need it, don't want it, didn't ask for it. But anyway, go ahead, Tony. Yeah.
Or you could just do chink chink chink. Oh, well, I guess it would be nice. You know, you could do a little George Michael.
I'm much more comfortable rocking with the tight jeans of a George Michael than I am the overweight waddling of a Billy Joel. Although I know he's got some health issues, so get well.
Get well, Billy.
Yeah, well, maybe drop a couple pounds while you're at
Mickey D. I had to hear about Merce and Mill Valley Little League for years.
Yeah. Hey, no, throw me in the mix too. I was guilty of that too. When my kids were playing, I used to take that shit to the air too. And I know you know what though? It's so exciting, and it's baseball when it's still at its most pure. And you got to enjoy this, man. You got to cherish it. So, Tony, congratulations from all of us.
Thank you.
Championship game tomorrow.
Yeah, championship game Sunday, and I just want to, Nikki DiFrancesco, thank you for the super, brother, and thank you for and all the vibes, and also, dude, right now, Rising Wolf is at Longbridge Pizza, watching our show. Remember, because our show is on live in the back room at Longbridge. So, Rising Wolf, peace, brother, way to be there, way to represent.
Yeah, what's up, Longbridge Pizza? How we all doing down there? Andrew, Neil Donardi, all of y'all, man, have a great Friday, high noon style, and Pine Needle's coming in again. He's coming in hot. Go ahead, T. This is for you.
TOCs, Tony, I did the Little League coaching. You are a saint for doing it and volunteering your time. High five to the kids. Oh, thanks, dude. Thank you, Pine Needle. Thank you. And TOCs, I don't know what we're doing. District All-Stars start. Literally, we have the championship Sunday, and then we have District All-Stars practice. It starts on Tuesday. So I'll keep you posted, dude. But thank you all. It's been a lot of fun. And I got to give a shout out to my dear old daughter Olivia, who has to go to all these freaking games. And it's like it reminds me of my sisters that had to go to all my games when I was a kid. So she's a trooper. She's a total trooper, and she's made some friends with sisters and stuff. So it's cool.
I got to tell you, the more often I see Tony's daughter, Olivia, the more and more like mesmerized by this kid I am. She's going to be, there's something going on with Olivia. She's got something coming off her, dude. There's like a vibe. There's an aura. I'm telling you, there's some energy coming off her. She could be any number of things that she could wind up doing with her life. And I'm curious to see where it all goes. Patty from Napa as a super duper. Ooh. I just spent Mikey's money. Okay, I bought a GA10 ticket too. Oh, Mikey did. He's going good. I will see you there, Patty. I'm trying to. I haven't. Just so you guys know, because I know the tickets went on sale today. Grateful Dead and Company in the park with Sturgill, with Trey, and with Strings, and it's a 3-night run. 1, 2, 3. Just for the record, because Triple E texted me earlier today, great family member Triple E, and he was like, Paulie Mac, did you get your tickets? Do you have your tickets? I'm like, nope, I got nothing. I got a big fat 0, but don't even worry about it. I've been doing this for 35 years with the Grateful Dead. I will find my way into the shows. Don't even worry about it. As we get closer to it, we'll put something in place so we can all rendezvous and hang out together. I'm really looking forward to the Dead in the Park. That should be awesome. All right, Tony.
Hey, Paulie, real quick. I just want to say, Rockin' New Era 84. What's up, dude? Welcome back to the show. Or Dudette. I shouldn't assume. I apologize. Excuse me, but he's asking about what are the crowns with the numbers next to them. I think these are the crowns on the people's names in the chat. I believe the people that engage the most in the show, or it could be a PMP VIP. And Rockin', if you want to join the PMP VIP, it's at the bottom of the screen. Click the icon and join us. By the way, next week, we will do something guaranteed, 100% guaranteed. Paulie and I have gone through the back end. We've done, there's a lot of, the weeds are thick in the YouTube.
We should let people know it's not as easy as just saying, hey, today we're going to do this. Every move we make, Tony spends like hours in his laboratory trying to untangle all this shit. And you're right. There's a lot of hoops to jump through, but go ahead. Finish your thought, Tony.
The weeds are thick in the YouTube back end. So we've finally gotten through all the weeds. And next week we will Paulie and I will discuss what we're going to do. But next week for the PMP VIP, we'll do some extra content but guaranteed next week because we finally got through all the weeds. So I just want to let that know too.
Awesome. And also I want to say that for all of you out there in the audience that are still suffering with this death virus, this flu that's going around, I'm starting to come out of it. The only thing I have left now is just I'm so sick of saying this, but dude, I have like severe fatigue. I feel like I just played a hockey game or a basketball. Like my body is so tired, but I know that our main man, Los D, is under it big time. I know Leo Phillips is not feeling well. So all you guys hang in there, just lay low, watch the Giants today, maybe have a hot, throw some whiskey in your tea and just take it easy today. Marky Graves stepping in. Tony, you take this one. Go ahead.
He gifted a Paulie Mac PMP VIP membership right now. He gifted one. So you can do that. And it's a great thing that they do. You can buy buy a membership for somebody else for a month. It's really cool.
Hey, Rex.
So, Mark Graves, thank you, brother. Thank you. And also, you talked about the illness going around, Paulie. At the end of the show yesterday, I mentioned to stay hydrated and lubricated. And what
you told us all to eat nuts. You said stay lubricated and make sure you eat nuts. It was very provocative, your whole rap yesterday. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I stand by it. And during Particles of Impeachment today, I will explain the lubricated portion of wellness.
Hey, Scarlet Fire. I got the more Scarlet Fire, the better. I'm just want to announce that. She goes, this virus is a real kick in the nards. I didn't know that you were under it too, Bonnie. Get well. I know it sucks. It really does. It's brutal. Here comes Lily. She's a super thrower.
Oh, Lily. Thank you, Tony, for the Apple PMP playlist. Yes. Another announcement. If you don't have Spotify, I don't have Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. So I made the PMP playlist on Apple Music. It's PMP playlist 25. Yeah. It's public. It's got the Steal Your Squatch as the icon, so you can look for that as well. But it's PMP playlist 25. Enjoy the music. Speaking of, dude, I did like a little pre-show stretching workout outside, and I put on the PMP playlist on shuffle.
Dude, it rules.
Dude, I got some Ramones, I got some Willie Nelson, and then I got I'm back in the New York groove.
I'm back.
And dude,
yeah.
That's my segue, Paulie, into Nick's ball. I'm back in the New York groove, dude. Back in the New York groove. Brunson says we're not done. I ain't done. You know what? Kudos to the Knicks for not lying down like the freaking Timberwolves did and getting their asses handed to them. You know what I mean?
Tony, you're taking the thoughts literally right out of my mouth right now, because that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Brunson was such a badass last night. Let's give you some numbers real quick. Brunson went off. He had 32 points. He shot 12 of 18 from the field. Towns had 24. Josh Hart had 12 with 10 rebounds. I didn't mention Karl Anthony Towns, 13 rebounds. That's how you play in an elimination game. To Tony's point, take notes, Anthony Edwards. Grab a pen, watch the Knicks, and take some fucking notes. That's how you play when you're when you're staring down the barrel of elimination. It ain't time to go into the
rules. There ain't no rules.
Nah, not today. We're all too loose. We're all too feeling good. If an F-bomb has to be dropped, so be it. Here comes Don Peralta. PMP Shakedown Street 10 is happening. Okay. Hey, man, we will get our own little scene within the scene happening, Dom. Dom's going to be there. I'll be there. Tony's going to be there. We're all going to be there. We just I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but don't even worry about it. I will be there.
I just had a light bulb go off. You know how you get those pop-up canopy tents? Because we have one of those, when you go to these baseball tournaments and soccer tournaments and stuff, you want to have a pop-up tent to hang out in during the day. Yeah. We should get a PMP pop-up tent with one of the logos, because you can order it where you can customize the tent to when you fold it out. It has the logo on the canopy of the tent. Dom, I'm going to come your way after the show, buddy, because I got some ideas. I got ideas.
I like when Tony has ideas. So back to the Knicks, and thank you, Dom, very much, my man. Hey, back to the Knicks for a second. The Pacers, their star marquee player, another one of these so-called future faces of the league, Tyrese Halliburton, no good, my man. 8 points, okay? 8 points. Coming off a historic triple-double. He delivered 8 points.
Where was his dad last night? Was his dad on the court barking and 8 points? 8 points. Look at my son's 8 points.
Hey, listen, you guys know I'm a pacifist. I don't want to threaten anybody with violence or anything, but I'm saying if Halliburton's dad went into New York City and tried that horse ass, it would not go well. It just wouldn't go well for him. You know what I mean? Like, Giannis is too much of a sweetheart. You just kind of let him do his thing. The guys in New York aren't going to tolerate that shit. In fact, Brunson was such a badass yesterday. Tony, if I may, I would say he punked the Indiana Pacers, which gives me official Paulie punk sticker to Jalen Brunson. This sticker goes to Jalen Brunson today for being one of Paulie's punks.
Too. Yeah, I love the Motley Crue version. I love the Misfits version. Dude, love both of these. Let's go. Let's go. So Paulie's punk this week is Jalen Brunson. I love it, Paulie. Great. That's great stuff.
You. Yeah, and I got my Ramones on. I'm feeling very punked out today as it is. And I also want to say that
we'll look forward sports flash for Brunson being a punk. Can I have a sports flash?
All right. Go.
That's
all right.
There we go.
And Game 6 tomorrow in Indiana. That'll be a dogfight. Indiana's gonna have to play for their lives, because if they don't win tomorrow and they got to go back to New York, they're up the creek. They're up the creek.
Give me a Game 7 at the Garden, please.
Yeah.
Like all sports fans around the world would tune into that. A Game 7 at the Garden, please. Oh, by the way, maybe what's his name? The referee known as the Extender, Scott. Scott, gosh, I'm blanking on his last name. Help me out, PMP Army. Scott, whatever. He's known as the Extender. Maybe Adam Silver makes sure that he's on the floor for game 6 to extend it to a game 7, dude, because I would freaking love a game 7 at the Garden.
So would I. It would be great. It would be great for the NBA. It would be great for New York, great for everybody. And I got to say, I really was shocked at how poorly the Pacers played. If I didn't mention this already, I don't think I did. They turned the ball over 20 times, 20 turnovers.
Good.
Halliburton only took 7 field goals. He only shot the ball 7 times from the field. He was a total non-factor.
Hey, was he doing this last night, Paulie? I don't think he was.
I didn't see, and that's why I'm coming down hard on him. Don't pull that horse shit in a game 1, bro. It's a long series.
Yeah, it's the same as Ant-Man, dude, doing victory laps outside Staples Center. And by the way, Scott Foster, thank you, Dan Ogden. Thank you, Lily Merchant.
Foster.
Thank you, Scott Foster.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rockin' New Era 84. It's Scott Foster, the Extender. So I want to see Scott Foster on the floor for game 6. Let's go.
Okay? All right. Hey, Danny Ogden, I see you, brother. Happy Friday to you. Tell Tom I said what's up as well. Okay, so
hold on, Robot Centaur calling for this.
Nothing easy. Nothing easy.
All right. It's not going to be easy for the Knicks, but it won't be easy for the Pacers if the Knicks can get it back to the Garden, dude. So all of a sudden, this series took on a whole new life, man, because them winning that game and winning it decisively and sending a message. Dude, the pressure's on the Pacers right now.
100%. 100%. And that's why I said yesterday, I was like, I really think the Knicks can extend this series. Like I like them going into their in the game 5 on their own floor, and it worked out for everybody, and all the stars were out. In fact, now that I say that, now that I think about that, rather, why don't we go into the bookmarks, Tony? Because I got some stuff from the Knicks game last night in bookmarks that our people might want to check out. And we will get to the Metallica tickets. That's coming up in a little bit, so hang tight for that. And John Joseph, bro, I saw your list of songs. Holy yes, dude. Great collection of tracks. We're going to get to the musical assignment as well. But anyway,
before we get to the bookmarks open, on that email from John Joseph at the very bottom, Paulie, he includes the Ronnie James Dio Budweiser commercial. That is freaking gold. I don't know if you remember it, but we'll play it on the show maybe next week's night flights. Perfect for a night flight.
I feel like it's my duty, it's my civic duty to uphold these kind of informative moments to our audience and pass them along. So let me just tell you, all the uninitiated, I know Tony knows this, I know this, Rags, Winks, all you guys know this. And by the way, Rags, shout out to your virus on the golf course today. Your swing's got a virus. Very funny. I saw that. Swing, hit them straight, Rags, hit them straight. And I hope those beers are nice and cold after your golf today. You guys do know, right, that when you take the Ronnie James Dio logo, okay, and you turn it upside down, you know that it says devil, right? Hold on. Let me do this the right way.
Wait.
Ronnie James Dio logo upside down, it actually speaks my name, devil.
True story. It says devil, one of the greatest things of all time. Shout out 80s hard rock and metal. We're keeping the devil front and center in the entire scene. All right, Tony. So bookmark us on a Friday if you could.
Stand by.
It's time.
Sure, go ahead, laugh if you want to.
For bookmarks.
Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
PMP style.
I got a flash for you, Joy Boy. Party time is over.
It just makes me move, dude. I can't help it. You know what I mean? Get me to the club ASAP. Give me a bottle of Cristal. I'll make it rain up in this piece in my dreams. Anyway.
Before we get to bookmarks, have you ever done like a club in Vegas with bottle service? Have you ever done that before?
I did it, dude. I did a club in freaking in Reno with Mike Silver, okay, and Murph. One of the worst nights of my life. Turn this up, because we were like standing there going, "Hey, Mike, what do you think about Bubba?" It was so stupid. You're like, standing there like a-holes. You know what I mean? Like the three old guys in the room. But Mike Silver was like, "Oh man, I got passes to this club. We got to go to this club. Man, it's gonna be awesome." And we go in there, and I felt like such a tool. I'm not a nightclub guy. I'm way more at home at a Dio show or a Grateful Dead show. I don't do the nightclub scene. Tony, you're no nightclub. I don't catch you at home. do I?
No, I'm not a nightclub guy either. I mean, I tried it. I did a club in Vegas called XS, and it's just the letters XS.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And it was. I I did it once, and I'm like, okay, this is what this is all about. It's literally just that you have a table and they bring you bottles. That's literally the deal. I was like, what is it?
Well, you got to pay like $1,000 for the right to have that table, and then the bottle costs like $500. Like, what am I doing? What the F am I doing here?
Hey, at that gig, was Murph in like his golf khakis and like a V-neck?
He might have been. He actually might have been. I don't remember what he was wearing, but he easily could have been. But it was. I just remembered it was so stupid. I've never felt so stupid. And somehow we had these passes. So it was like, oh, it's going to be great. Aaron Rodgers is going to be there. Blah, 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 blah. And we go in. And I'm like, yeah, this sucks. Get me out of here. So it was quick. I got in. I got out fast. Anyway, that's my nightclub story of the day. All right, Tony, bookmarks. Lay them on me, my man.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let me set these bookmarks up because it's I gotta switch something here, Paulie, just to make sure that we're on the right page. And there are a lot of bookmarks, so we gotta stand by while we do the bookmarks.
Standing on the moon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. This is a good way to start the bookmarks right here, buddy, because we got Mr. Imperioli.
Yeah, Chrissy. That's Christopher from The Sopranos. He was front and center last night. Once you got The Sopranos in the house, dude, you're up the creek. We had Christopher in there, and I love that he doesn't dye his hair. I freaking love that, dude. I'm going gray right now, and I'll tell you one thing right now. I'm never going to dye my hair. Never, ever, ever. Garcia didn't dye his hair. No. Bobby Weir don't dye his hair. Henry Rollins don't dye his hair. Paulie Mack don't dye his hair. Anyway, Chrissy looking good with the silver hair. I dig it. Good for you.
Dude, it's the natural progression. I don't know. I want to throw
something else in the mix. And you want to know what's really crazy? The woman who cuts my hair, I've been going to her for like 20 years. She's the best. I recommend anybody, by the way, get down to the Right Style Saloon. It's on Market Street, right near the Castro. She's so lovely. She's been cutting my hair forever. She tried to force it on me recently, dude. She was like, I could dye your hair and give you like more brown. I'm like, no, don't do that. She goes, no, let me try. I'm like, no, I don't want that. But she tried to force it on me. And I got to say, final thing on dyeing your hair. I've never seen a dude. Now, women, it's a whole different thing. They do.
Yeah, agreed.
You guys go crazy. Agreed. You look great.
Yeah.
I love it. Not for dude. So, have you ever seen a guy with dyed hair that looks good? I have not. I've never seen it look. It always looks so fake. You
can tell it's dyed.
Yeah,
that's the problem. You can tell it's dyed. I don't know. I feel like salt and pepper or the silver fox is a good look. I don't know. And my beard,
touch of gray.
My beard is the only thing I could dye, and I don't do that because I'm like, whatever. It's salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper, Paulie. So
you know what's really crazy about me, Tony, is like right now, like I'm looking at my picture on the screen and it looks like I have brown hair, but I will tell you this, dude, if you get like me in the sun or like under a light, I look like Christopher. I swear to God, like I look that gray. It's crazy. Anyway, shout out Christopher Maltasante, Michael Imperioli, former guest on Paulie's podcast on KMBR. Yeah. We had him on one time.
That's right.
I just threw this in there this morning because I just love the lineup. This is for you, John Joseph, and all of us rock and roll enthusiasts out here. You got Tony Iommi, Jimmy Blankenpage, Jeff Effin Beck, and Steven Tyler. I'll take that lineup right now. Playing
incredible lineup. Look at that lineup. Look at the smiles too, by the way. Just look at all the joy in that photo, man. It's unbelievable.
Those four guys could tell some stories, man. Those guys have kind of seen it all, done it all, stuff we can't even imagine. They've been through it. And Tony Iommi, dude, I think that final Black Sabbath gig is this weekend, T. I think I think so. I think it's if it's not, it's coming very, very soon. John Joseph, clarification on that. Is the Sabbath gig the final Sabbath gig this weekend? I think it is. Anyway, shout out Tony Iommi and all those dudes. In fact, Steven Tyler is going to be at the Sabbath tribute as well. So,
it's going to be great. Also, Fozzie, I see you on the chat. He just says fresh beer cracked. Cheers, boys.
That's what it's all
in
about.
Here yet? I got a few items to take care of. I got to go pick up trophies for Little League after the show today, Paulie. But after that, I'm going to crack a nice cold one as well. So, so cheers to that, Fozzie. I think I'm saying the right, Fozzie. Anyways, moving on. So now moving down to see, here we go. Now we're gonna get a little teary eyed here, Paulie. If you go, I mean, look at Clay.
That's just a man and his best friend right there. That's all.
Yep.
Clay's throwing his ankles in the pool, and Rocco right there. And I got to tell you too, I really do love bulldogs. I think that's a French bulldog. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And I just love their demeanor. I love their faces. They're very loyal dogs. I'm a big bulldog fan too. So yeah, just a little memory there. Clay and his best buddy.
But also, yeah, just look at Clay's face. Clay looks so relaxed and like content in that photo. You know.
Yeah. And don't forget with Clay Thompson. Let's be honest, man. Herbs are good for everything, if you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure Clay likes to take a puff when nobody's looking. I would never say that on the air, of course. But anyway, keep it moving.
Dude, I put this in here. So this is interesting. Cron 4, which are particles in the PMP universe, just so you know.
Big time.
They put out. They posted Yelp's top 10 burrito spots in the Bay Area, and there's not one San Francisco spot listed here. There's
not one San Francisco, and I also don't see anything from San Rafael either. Believe me, we can hold our own up here with burritos.
Yeah.
Here. We got great Mexican. What are we doing here? Berkeley, San Bruno? Okay, I don't know.
And what are we doing with 2 San Jose locations and not one San Francisco location?
Have these fools ever been to Gordo's?
Gordo's? Have they ever been to the La Taqueria or the other one?
And I mentioned Taqueria Cancun on Mission Street in the city. I think it's like Mission 20th. Dude, they got killer carnitas in there, man.
Or El Farolito on Mission 20. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here, Yelp? That just really that kind of struck a nerve with me, and I just wanted to pass that on. It's like, hey, people, get to your San Francisco taquerias and represent, because they're not obviously being represented on this list. It's like, I'm sure these taquerias are really good, but I don't know. I feel like
it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the great city of San Francisco, who can definitely hold their own when it comes to tacos and burritos and all Mexican food. Shout out Tommy's on Geary. Shout out Gordo. Shout out Taqueria Cancun. There's so many great ones. This is just a bad list. It's a bad list.
Chino's Taqueria out in the outer Richmond, I believe it is, or outer Sunset. No, outer Richmond.
I got to tell you, Clay Thompson is mourning the loss of his dog, Rocco. I am mourning the loss of my favorite taqueria up here in San Rafael. It closed its doors recently, called Taqueria San Jose under the freeway on 4th. I'm still recovering from that. It really sucks. But now I'm over to Mi Familia. So shout out to Mi Familia. They're pretty good. Mi
Familia rules. You pointed me in that direction. But also, I used to go to San Jose all the time. That Taqueria San Jose is a great spot, right under the freeway there.
Totally, really good spot. But from what I understand, by the way, some of the Grateful Dead guys used to go in there because their office was right up the street from there. So I've heard stories that the Grateful Dead guys used to eat their Mexican in there too. All right, so this I stuck in there after our whole Les Grossman thing yesterday. Dude, look at this headline on Variety. Check it out. You want to talk more particles? Look at this.
Dude, it's very, very good news. Just give me more Les Grossman. Who doesn't want more Les Grossman?
No, Les Grossman, I think, is exactly what the world needs. We're all in a crisis right now. The world's turning upside down. We need Grossman to straighten it out. And underneath, you wanted more Grossman. Yeah, here we go. I just threw a couple of Grossman clips in there for your head if you want to get a piece on a Friday. Might be good for our head. Yeah.
Let me just stop the music real quick.
Go ahead, man. It's worth it.
I'm gonna stop the music just because. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to Grossman because everybody should just get a piece of Grossman.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna enlarge this. So come on, volume up.
You're good, man.
And here we go.
This is Les Grossman. Who is this?
This is Flaming Dragon.
Oh, okay, Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face. I don't know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you think,
look at a kid smoking a butt.
Head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
I need it, dude. I need more Grossman. You feeling that, T, on a Friday? I need
God, yeah. And then here let's get a little more Grossman here.
The fact that you're doing the show.
Thanks. Thinking about cleaning myself up a little bit. Maybe get a suit, have a shave.
Go ahead, G. What's up?
Sorry, I just wanted to set this up because this is like bonus, never before seen Les Grossman stuff. So apparently, I didn't even know about this. I found this yesterday online. I went on a Les Grossman treasure hunt, and I found this. So this was shot for, I guess, the MTV Awards, and he's like playing the Les Grossman character, but he's giving this kid like a ration of shit about his look or something like that. So anyway, this is like bonus, never before seen Les Grossman footage from the MTV Awards. Go ahead, T.
There we go.
Yeah.
MTV is sporting mad wood over the fact that you're doing the show.
Thanks. Thinking about cleaning myself up a little bit. Maybe get a suit, have a shave, maybe wash my hair.
I love it. In fact, I love it so much, I'm going to fly Vidal Sassoon here to personally give you a Brazilian blowout. And when he's done, I'll give you the number of a good plumber because you just flushed your career down the toilet.
Yeah.
Your filthy hair made you a star. Your filthy hair made me hundreds of millions of dollars and sent my fat kid to space camp 4 times. So what kind of shampoo are you going to use?
Dirt. That's what he said, dirt. Anyway, you get the point. More Grossman just yelling at,
Play.
Dude, you sent my fat ass kid to
Grossman for life
4 times. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, dude. There's more Clay and Rocco as we continue bookmarks. More Clay and Rocco. It's just, just joy.
Yep.
And then, this is the one I like. This is during a press conference. This is Clay and Rocco during a press conference. Whoops, excuse me. Clay and Rocco during a press conference. It's it's just a little slow right now. There we go. Look at Clay and Rocco during the press conference. That's incredible stuff. I mean,
his own chair, man. What a great dog. You couldn't have one without the other. They were like a real twosome. Yeah, rest in peace, Rocco. Show is dedicated to Rocco Thompson today. Keep it moving, T. What else we got in there? I don't know this one. What's this one? Oh, more Butler. Yeah.
Do you think Butler even knows what's going on in the playoffs? Like, do you think he even cares?
No, I don't think he cares at all. I think he could care less. And I got to say, shout out to the dude that Butler is chilling with. This dude with the hair and the beard. I love it. I got to tell you, Tony, I'm warming up to off-season Jimmy. You got Jimmy. I'm a fan of off-season Jimmy. He's just having a great time. I don't even know where he is, but he's living his best life, as they say.
This is in France. He's in France, and he's just hanging out. Look at this.
Go ahead, Butler.
Oh God, it's so good. I can't get enough.
He knows. He knows in the back of his head. He's like, "Hey, we'll see you next year with a healthy Steph Curry. See what's going on." What the hell is this? What is this?
I put this in here, dude. Gene Simmons posted this himself. It's Gene Simmons against Spider-Man animation. It's
okay. Wait on.
Spider-Man.
Get the tongue out.
Look at the tongue.
I see it. Oh, he's got him by the ankle. Oh shit. Oh boy.
That's all it is. It's just the two of them fighting, dude.
I'll take Simmons in this matchup. I think I'm going to go Mean Gene. He can breathe fire on him. He can spit the blood at him. I mean, he's got too many weapons for Spider-Man to contend with. I'm going to ride with Simmons on this one, man. I have to.
Totally. And Simmons put it out there because I think in the end Simmons wins the battle. But man, it's just incredible stuff that somebody actually took the time.
Thank you for that. Hey, T, why don't we wrap bookmarks right now and segue into a segment that we haven't done in a couple of weeks now. We just had a lot going on. But can we bring back the Particles of Impeachment segment? We just got a brief hit for you, but I want to do Particles of Impeachment. And I know we got a snazzy open. So if you can, let's lay that one on the audience today because I got something I want to shout out for everybody.
How many Particles of Impeachment do you have? Because I might have more than one, Paulie. I don't know about
I got one, but you do as many as you like. Yeah.
All right. Well, stand by. All right.
Okay.
Hello. My name is Mr. Hat.
Welcome.
Hey, you in my class?
I am today.
To the Particles of Impeachment.
Hey, Professor, take it easy, will you?
Hey, take it easy, will you? I love that you got Rodney in there and Keniston. Well done, Creative Tony. See, my man is back in the lab now. He's letting his creative juices flow. I love it, Tony. Great open, great job. And why don't you go first? Go ahead. Lay your particles on me today. What do you got?
Well, the first one is because we talked about lubrication, right? We talked about staying lubricated, and we talked about staying hydrated, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to share with you how I stay lubricated is the goodness of the olive oil. Okay? So
Damn, that's a healthy jug, bro. That's a very healthy jug. I'm an olive oil guy
Look at the color of it. Look at the color of it. It's like a dark green. It's like pure olive oil. And I just want to say, it's so you can get this at nvoliveoilmfg.com. nvoliveoilmfg.com. I can post it on our socials, but it is outstanding olive oil that my wife and I buy from these. It's like a mom and pop olive oil distillery up in Napa, and it's fantastic olive oil. And so that is what I do at night and in the morning for the lubrication. It's so freaking good, Paulie, and it tastes amazing. And I got to give my buddy Ryan Saber a shout out because it was him and his wife. We went over to their place for a barbecue, and they had it. We're like, what is that? And then they told us about it, and you can buy it. So it's the olive oil, extra virgin, incredible stuff.
Rock and roll. Great choice, dude. I'm a big olive oil fan too. And I should tell you, when my mom, God bless her, my mom took me to Italy in 2022, and we did a whole tour of the north, and the olive oil in every single town we went to was so incredible. And they're so proud of their olive oil, like all the different regions. They really want you to try it. It's literally on every table in every restaurant, every cafe, and it's like the best olive oil you've ever had. Tony, fantastic. I'm going to give you my particle of impeachment today. Kind of dedicate this one to my buddy Winks. I know he's out there somewhere. I saw his name earlier. Maybe he jumped ship.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
My name is Mr. Hat.
That's all right.
That's okay. Oh, that's great. It's playing it again. That's awesome. No,
I don't know why. Yeah.
Sorry,
So I wanted to shout this one out because I know Winks is actually like a fan of what I'm about to talk about. Kind of caught me by surprise, but I really got wrapped up in this. So right now on HBO, this is my article of impeachment for the day. Just trying to share this with the audience. Tony, you too. I think you would really dig this. There is a 2-part. It's brand new. I think it just premiered last week, and I've already watched both parts. Winks had to change out of his defense. Nice, John. Nice, bro. Nice. There is a new 2-part documentary about the life of Pee Wee Herman on HBO. It's called Becoming Pee Wee Herman. It's a 2-parter, and it's about how he created the character, what happened, all the controversy he went through, and all that crazy stuff. Like, it's a really, really fascinating look at this dude. And I wouldn't even consider myself to be like a diehard Pee Wee Herman fan, but my buddy Winks is. He's legitimately a fan of Herman. So he tells you the whole story about how it happened. He's a really fascinating dude. So if you've had, and we are, Tony, you and I, we're like the Pee Wee Herman generation.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Pee Wee's Playhouse, the kids show that was on Saturdays and stuff like that. They get into all of that. It's really, really interesting. Anyway, if you like comedy, you like Pee Wee Herman, definitely check this out. I was fascinated. I really was. I watched both parts in their entirety. Tony, I think you'd love it too. So check that out.
What's his name? Paul
Rubens. Paul Rubens.
That's right.
He did some serious acting too. I don't know if you ever saw the movie with Johnny Depp called Blow, where he plays like a cocaine dealer. Paul Rubens has a role in that movie where he's not Pee Wee Herman. He's just like a drug dealer, but it was a really good role. And I kind of got a soft spot for the guy. So it was a really interesting look. Check it out. Becoming Pee Wee Herman on HBO. That is my particle pick of the week.
HBO/Max now, right? So you just get on the Max app if you want to watch these stuff. And by the way, I have to address something too, Paulie, because people are wondering if I'm going to become Shaq and I have to leave the chair and run to the bathroom again because of all my olive oil. So what I do, just everybody knows, and it was recommended to me by my uncle, 2 tablespoons when you wake up, 2 tablespoons when you go to bed.
And what does that do for you? I don't doubt it. I'm just asking, what's the benefit?
It's like oil that goes through an engine, right? How it keeps the oil, it keeps your engine.
Sure you're supposed to be doing shots of oil, though? I'm serious. Okay.
Yeah. Part of the Greek diet, man. It's part of the Greek diet, of the Italian diet. Look how long the Italians live and the Greeks live with the olive oil and the garlic and that. So it's really good, dude. And so I just wanted to explain that, and also cook with olive oil on low heat. Don't do high heat with olive oil.
I'm an olive oil head. I love your recommendation. Do you actually have another one, T, or or were you cutting it there? It's your call.
I'll save my other one for another time because it's a evergreen, as they say in the industry. My particle of impeachment is evergreen. The other one that I have. So
I told you. Thank you, T. I told you guys we had a full plate today. I wasn't kidding. So onward and upward. Here we go. Let's go right into the musical assignment then, which we handed out yesterday. Tony, why don't you reset the table real quick? Just tell everybody what the assignment is, and then we're going to dive into it.
Tell everybody the assignment. Stand by.
Yeah.
Gotta get Taylor in the mix.
Keep this particle heads. PMP's weekly musical assignment begins now, right now.
Hey, on that note, Kaylor is gigging with the Terrapin Family Band in Monterrey tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, and he sent me some of the set list. They're going to be gigging a lot of good stuff with Graham Lesh and a bunch of the Terrapin Family Band.
Yeah,
and Shannon is sitting in with them, and I think somebody on horns too. I forget who's somebody there. They have a guest on horns as well. So check it out if you're up in that area. Monterrey, right there in the Russian River area, is fantastic. They have a great outdoor venue that they're going to be playing at. It's going to be really fun.
Great call, Tony. And I got to say, I know that Phil Lesch's son, Graham, Tony just mentioned him. He does a lot of gigs with the Foxes. They have like really become like, they're like the Jefferson Airplane and the Grateful Dead. They like kind of mingle with each other and they kind of grace each other's stages. I think it's cool that the second generation of Lesch's are out there playing music and that they're tight with Shannon. So great job and great call, T. Get out there tomorrow. Now, musical assignment. Tony, lay it out for the audience one more time, what we asked them to do.
Well, originally you wanted to do songs about nothing because the Giants are kind of giving us nothing right now.
Yeah.
By the way, Kyle Harrison on the bump today, 4:10 first pitch. Very excited about that because I really want to see how he does today. I'm excited for him because he had like Darren Chan, DC was talking about yesterday that Harrison was obviously not thrilled to be sent down to Sacramento.
No,
he was expecting to be a part of the starting five. So I'm excited for Kyle Harrison to see what kind of stuff he has and how he does. I'm sure he's going to be on a pitch count. So maybe if we can get 4 or 5 out of Harrison, that'd be great. And then give me some more Randy Rodriguez out of the pen. But
anybody named Randy, dude. Randy is a great name, whether it's Randy Rhodes, Randy White, or Randy Rodriguez. I'm telling you, dude, I'm a Randy guy. Shout out to Matt Dillon's character in Over the Edge. Oh no, that was Richie. Never mind. Scratch that one from the from your memory. I was gonna say Over the Edge, great cult film from the 70s. Matt Dillon plays like a prototypical punk kid, and his name is Richie, though, not Randy. But anyway, shout out to all the Randys out there. Great name.
Can I give a shout out to Randy of the Redwoods? If you remember Randy of the Redwoods from MTV.
100%. 100%. Randy of the Redwoods. Bring him back. We need him. Bring him back right now.
We need Randy of the Redwoods more than ever right now, buddy. But so instead of doing nothing, then we said, well, what about time? Because the Giants, if we give it time, if time is a factor, let time be a factor in the positive way of like just be patient and give it time. So songs about time.
Correct.
And you were inspired by the one boy George when he said time won't give me time. So so those are our hold on, Pine Needle. What's going Pine Needle? What has he got? He just sent in something. Come on. Thank you, Pine Needle, for the super, by the way. You're on fire. Billy Preston, Nothing from Nothing. Well, I love Billy Preston.
Nothing from nothing is nothing. You got to have something. Shout out to Billy Preston's work with the Beatles. Shout out to Billy Preston's work with the Rolling Stones. One of the all-time great. And let's just be honest, dude, one of the greatest afros in the history of afros on the planet Earth. Billy Preston was coming with the jumbo-sized afro. God bless him.
And also, Will It Go Round in Circles, Billy Preston. Check out the song Will It Go Round in Circles, man. I remember.
If we're going to go into this, here we go now. Check out the Hammond B3 solo he does on the Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers album. There's a track called I Got the Blues. Really a great blues track. It's an original from the Stones. And Preston, dude, he comes in hot on the Hammond B3. It's phenomenal. All right, Tony. So songs about nothing, songs about time. I focused on the time kind of factor.
So did I.
But let me shout out a couple of our listener contributions that I have in front of me real quick. So Noemi, one of the queens of the scene, she's one of the crown-wearing ladies of PMP. She checked in yesterday with a great submission from the Zombies, dude. The time of the season, 'cause it's time of the season. Bing, 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 when love runs high. All that thing. So Noemi, you noted on the record, how do you like this? Creative Tony and I saw Aerosmith at one of my favorite Aerosmith gigs of all time, and I've seen them a lot over the years. I don't know where this came from. It was one and done. I've never seen it since, and I've been looking for a copy of this show ever since, and I can't find one. But Aerosmith is Shoreline. Out of freaking nowhere, this is like in 2001, they go into Time of the Season by the Zombies. I'll never forget it. The whole place was singing, 'cause it's time of the season for loving. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, Noemi, great choice. Aerosmith covered it. Tony and I saw it together. That was awesome. Okay, number 2, Dom Peralta checking in. I'm going to give Dom this Sturgill Simpson Time After All. Great call by Dom Peralta. And then I want to shout out John Joseph, who had an extensive collection of songs. Let me just lay a few of these bad boys on you. Ready for this? We're going heavy metal here all the way. Deep Purple, Child in Time, great track. Anthrax, Persistence of Time. Dio, Time to Burn. Sabbath, Time Machine. Ozzy, Time After Time. Zeppelin, Good Times, Bad Times. There's more, but I'm going to stop right there. John Joseph, we get it. Great choice.
Beautiful.
Who wants to go first, Tony? I don't care at all. You flip a coin. You want it? You want me to go? I don't care.
Paulie, I've got some fan PMP VIP song selections as well that I'd love to share as well, because I've got Leah Phillips says Daft Punk's One More Time. She just sent that in. What's up, Leah? I hope you're feeling better, by the way, Leah.
Me too.
And let's go. There's more that Greg Stinking Badges, also Gregory Collins. He says, I knew the usual suspects, but I poked around and found this killer track that ends the Police's Regatta de Blanc, No Time This Time.
Wow, nice.
Resonates with me. So, and he also says the Time Out album by Dave Brubeck.
Nice.
Which is a great call. That's a great call. So thank you for that, Stinking Badges. Mark Graves says a Linkin Park parody song, which I can't click on. Let me see if I can get onto this. But he sent us a parody song about Linkin Park. I'm going to see if that pops up, but it doesn't pop up, Mark. But let me, if you're in the comments, Mark, let us know what song that was. And then continuing on, we've got, you said Noemi and Patty's songs, right? Let's see. Jerome from Miami checked in.
Nice. Well, we got a Miami chapter. I didn't even know we had a Miami chapter. Put the flag up today, man. We got Arkansas, we got Texas, we got Jersey, we got New York, we got California, Arkansas. If I didn't say that, sometimes I say it twice. And now we have a new one. That's awesome, dude. I didn't know we were going to plant a flag down there. That's killer.
Yeah. Jerome's checked in a couple times. So he says that he's kind of combining last week's and this week's so this is a guilty pleasure that also is about time.
Yeah.
And song Time Will Reveal by DeBarge. So that's Jerome from Miami's musical assignment. You gave me Dom's. How about Ray, Noemi's better half, Ray?
Yeah.
He says the Guess Who, No Time by the Guess Who.
That's one of the jams Rags and I love. No time left for you, on my way to better things. Shout out to the Guess Blank and Who. Great call. That was from Ray Goodman?
Yeah, that was from Ray. Ray.
I'm calling you this weekend. I'm going to get your number from Noemi. I got to give you a call. I got to ask you a couple questions. Ray Goodman and I are going to talk some guitar business over the weekend. Rags checking in from a golf course in New Jersey. Roberta Flack, the first time I ever saw your face.
Nice.
The first time I ever saw your face. That is the very soft and sensitive side of Rags right there. By the way, I forgot one too. My friend Joe Mazzy from Boston checked in. One of the all-time greats, holding it down in Beantown. He checked in with Morris Day in the Time, Wild and Loose. Put that one on. Yeah, that's in there too. Shout out Joe Maz for life, for freaking life. Yeah.
Mark Graves back at it because he sent one earlier. He says Deep Purple's Child in Time.
Oh yeah.
And then Mark Graves and Scarlet Fire, aka Bonnie, also chose Boston's Foreplay Long Time. So that's getting a lot of love. Boston's Foreplay Long Time. Doug in Japan, he checked in and he says Time Is on My Side by the Stones. Time Stands Still by Rush.
Nice.
But he says he's going The Time Has Come by the Chambers Brothers, wins it for him. So he's in that group of the Time Has Come Today. Time has come today. We've got Lily Merchant. She also checked in with the Chamber Brothers. Time Has Come Today. And thank you for that, Lily. And we also have let me see. Sanchi checked in with You Better You Bet, The Who, and Things. Oh no, that's an old one. I apologize. Sorry.
I love You Better You Bet. Great track.
Sanchi did give one for this week and I can't find it. That's weird. Anyways, and then Nikki DiFrancesco, who he sent the musical assignment in, but I'll give his musical assignment first. He also did Time of the Season, but he also said estimated profit.
Yeah.
And he says Adamus time coming any day.
Nice. Adamus time coming any day. By the way, shout out Steve Basicchio, Neil Young, Comes a Time. Let's see, what else did I see there? Joe Schmo, Somewhere in Time, Iron Maiden, Wasting Time, Neil Donardi from Dave Matthews. Very nice. Your Time is Gonna Come. Awesome. Patrick Patton led this one.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Paulie, real quick. So after we finish the musical assignment and Metallica, there's a story I want to get to quickly from Nikki DiFrancesco that we can either get to it now, or we can get to our musical selections and then the story. Your call.
I don't know that I'm gonna actually let you make the call because it's unfamiliar to me. I don't know what it's about. So you decide where you want to place it. I'm on board. Your call.
Well, Nikki DiFrancesco sent us a story, and I can't believe we missed this, but I think we missed it because it wasn't out there for public, consumption.
Yeah.
Dude, they basically named the public announcers public address booth at Oracle Park. They dedicated it to Rennell with no fanfare.
I saw that too, and that's the reason Nikki, I saw that, and the reason I didn't bring it up is because I couldn't figure out, is this cool or is this kind of like a backhanded, like, I don't know, like, why not acknowledge it? Like, they just named it with no ceremony, I don't know. It just, the whole thing felt kind of weird, which is why, and we love Rennell. She was a guest on the show.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to react to that. Well, how did you read that, T?
I read it as not cool because John Shea's article on the San Francisco Standard, which Nikki, thank you, he attached the link. He talks about how that Larry Bear said that they were going to dedicate the Oracle Park PA booth to her in the first half of the 2024 season in a news release. And then that didn't happen. Then the follow-up plan was for the dedication to come early this season. That didn't happen. Now the booth is named after her with a nice plaque. The plaque went up. Actually, I'll share the screen real quick to show you this plaque.
Yeah.
But it's like they're doing it with zero fanfare. Yeah. And they're doing it as like, okay, we're recognizing that you're held down this booth for 23 seasons, but we're not going to. There it is, right? So that's the plaque that's out in front of the public address booth, and I think it's a very odd thing by the Giants, and it's like I don't know how to feel about it, but I don't
either. I don't either. And again, Nikki, thanks for sending that in, brother. I saw that too. I didn't know what to make of it. That's why I did not bring it up, but we love Rennell. We stand with Rennell. I think that it's fair to say that was just a misstep by the San Francisco Giants. I mean, it really was. That was a misstep, dude. They should have retained her. They should have paid her. Whatever this is, I don't know what went on behind the scenes. I really don't. I don't know what happened that led to her exit, but I got to tell you that it was a mistake. However it was handled, you got to keep people like Rennell happy, and whatever it takes to do that, they should have done that. And that's no disrespect to the PA announcers they have now. I got no problem with these people, but I just got to say, like, they did her wrong, man. She was an icon in the city. She always will be an icon in the city. And I'm not a fan of the fact that they let her go like that. I just don't like it.
Every other plaque or statue that has gone up at that stadium has had some sort of fanfare, some sort of celebration. This plaque has been up in front of the public address booth since the Giants home opener on April 4th.
Yeah.
But zero mention, zero celebration, zero recognition. And it's like, it's just not cool, man. I don't know.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Tony. And I feel you guys. It's a painful thing. Escobar the Third, Tiempo Pa Matar Willie Colon. Tony, take it away with your Spanish skills. It's a Mark Anthony thing.
Todo a su tiempo by Mark Anthony. So Tiempo Pa Matar Willie Colon. Todo a su tiempo by Mark Anthony. By the way, that's Mark Anthony with J-Lo, right? That's the form.
It's not the Van Halen Mark Anthony, although I wish it was, because he could probably outsing the real Mark Anthony. Hey, Escobar the Third, the greatest photo I've seen, again, with the mask and the guns are blazing. I love it. Thanks for checking in today, Escobar the Third. You're one of my favorite dudes out there. Okay. I'm gonna go first. Shout out Kiss. Let me go rock and roll. All right, I got two of them today, Tony. I got two of them. I've been doing this a lot. I'm getting bullish. I'm like a bull in a china shop for the assignment. I'm like, let me do two again. I've been doing double shots almost every week. Okay, here we go. Now you got to use your imagination on this one. But Tony, songs about time, songs involving time. This song does not have time in the title, but it's all about the time of the day. I got to go back to it again. I go back to it as often as I can just to keep my sanity. It's Cheap Trick, live at Budokan, y'all. The closing number of their set, Clock Strikes 10. One of the great rockers of Cheap Trick. Clock strikes 10 on a Saturday night. I got money in my pocket and it feels all right. All the creeps are sleeping. All the cools in sight. All the kings and queens, they are out tonight. Clock strikes 10. Cheap Trick, believe me, it's good for you. It's good for your mental health. And not to let me just give you a quick taste of the gatefold. Got to get a little Budokan appreciation here. Bam! Now you get the whole thing going here, T. You see? You see what I'm doing? I got the inside, the inner sleeve of Budokan. I've been listening to this record since I was 12 years old, and I'll probably never stop. Okay, so Clock Strikes 10. That's number one. My second track, again, time is not in the title, but I love this track. I'm going to Van Halen, Diver Down. Okay. And by the way, the backside is just as much fun. There's VH right there doing their thing. The name of the track I want to do is their cover of Dancing in the Streets, because they say summer's here, which it is, and the time is right for Dancing in the Street. I got to tell you, I don't know what Eddie Van Halen is doing on this track. I mean, I really don't know how he's coaxing these sounds out of his guitar. I think he's using like a wah-wah pedal and some kind of delay or a phaser. I really don't know what he's doing, but the sound that Eddie Van Halen has on the Dancing on the Streets cover is mind-blowing. It's my favorite version of that song. So Dancing in the Street, because summer's here and the time is right for Dancing in the Streets. And I'm going to go, so that's my double shot, Tony. I'm going VH and I'm going Cheap Trick. Both those tracks will be on the playlist momentarily. What do you got for me, Tony?
So, okay, by the way, thank you. I love those. And thank you, everybody in the PMP Army, for your selections today and your contributions, because, man, really, really good stuff. I'm going to go kind of random and out there today, but I've got two selections as well. First is a band out of Australia, but it's actually kind of run by one dude. But this album is when it was more of a band, and the album is called, the band Tame Impala, and the album is called Inner Speaker, and it's a cool album cover. Can you see that?
Yeah, trippy.
Cool album cover, right? And the song is called The Bold Arrow of Time.
Okay.
And it's a great track. This album, I highly, highly recommend this album. Here's the inside. It's just got a nice scene inside. And anyways, from Australia.
What kind of music are we talking about? Like what kind of?
Well, this is kind of like fuzzy guitar rock, but he kind of went more of an electronica vibe. After this album, after a couple albums, like the first two albums of Tame Impala, I love. But after that, I still support him, but I wish they would get more to the fuzzy guitar and more and his voice sounds like he's got John Lennon inside his body.
Dude, you and Stevie B are like echoing each other's thoughts right now. Everything you're saying, Stevie B is writing like simultaneously. That is I told you the particles were out today. He just said exactly what you said. It's before they went to electronica. Then he followed up. He goes, he sounds a lot like Lennon on that album. Crazy. Stevie B and Tony locked in today. I love that.
Dude, yeah. So The Bold Arrow of Time, and it talks about time so slow. So slow. So with the Giants, it kind of might feel like time is a little slow right now.
It does.
So that's my first one. And then the second one, Paulie, you know I love this dude, and you know I love this band. This is my guy Neil Francis out of Chicago, and this is his first album. Everybody out there, do yourself a favor this weekend. Listen to this album if you can. But this track will be on our playlist, PMP Playlist 25 on Apple Music and Spotify. But Neil Francis, the album is called Changes, and the first track on the album is called This Time. And he's basically saying to his gal, let me get it right this time. I know I've messed up in the past, but let me get it right this time. And I feel like the Giants.
Amen. Yeah, we've all been there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know I messed this up. Give me another chance. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Neil Francis, let me get it right this time. The song's called This Time, Paulie. And then Tame Impala, The Bold Arrow of Time. And both tracks, Paulie, you're gonna really like the Tame Impala track. Because it's like a cool like acoustic synth outro for like the last 30 seconds of the track, but there's a nice jam inside the middle of it, and it's only about 4 or 5 minutes, but it's a great track. And then This Time is like that Neil Francis album is one of the greatest albums I've heard in a long time, because it's like a throwback to 70s funk and soul. And it's really, really good. And his first 2 albums, because he has 3 albums out now, but his first 2 albums are really, really good. So,
well, great choices, Tony. Neil Francis, Tame Impala, Cheap Trick, and Van Halen rounds out the show host submissions today. I got to say, that's a pretty healthy batch of tunes we just went over. And by the way, one last thing, only because the Neil Francis track is called This Time, I can't leave out the Canadian Bruce Springsteen. Let me shout out Bryan Adams' track called This Time Everything Is All Right. No way she's gonna get away. I stand with Adams, dude. I stand with him. I do. I've seen him twice. I've seen him twice live. Hope to see him a third time. All right, Tony. So there you go. Musical assignment in the books. Now, for the moment, John Joseph has been waiting for. Now, for the moment, Don Peralta has been waiting. I see a lot of you guys are licking your chops, and here it comes. So the Metallica ticket giveaway goes on. Our great friend Vicky at Metallica headquarters, I want to shout them out for their generosity, for thinking of us and giving us a batch of tickets for the audience to go. And this is, again, will be for the show at Levi's Stadium Sunday, June 22nd. Important to clarify that. There's 2 nights at Levi's. One's Friday, the second is Saturday. Sorry, take 2. What is Friday? What is Sunday? Thank you very much, Polly Mac. Go smoke another one. Okay, so here we go today. Last week we did lyrics from a great track off of Master of Puppets called Damage Incorporated, which, by the way, I realized in the aftermath is another one of the great whispering songs of all time, because they're going like a million miles an hour. And then when they get to the chorus, he goes, Damage Incorporated. So it's a great whisper track. Forgot to mention that last week. Okay, today, here come the lyrics. You guys, this is what we're looking for. I need you to email the name of the song I'll be reading from today. I want the name of the song. And then I need your name. I need your street address. I need your email address. And I need your phone number. They got to have all that info at the Metallica office so they can put your tickets in will call. When you go to will call, make sure you have a proper ID to show the guys at the window so they can give you the tickets. Tony, yes.
Just calling a quick 20-second, one of these quick 20-second timeout. Paulie, also, I just want to inform people, after you read the lyrics, do not put the answer in the chat.
Please.
Email us. pauliespod@gmail.com. Email us, pauliespod@gmail.com. Do not put it in the chat.
And I would hate to have to be a hard ass about this, Tony. The last thing I want to do is be a guy like who's going to police anything. I don't want to police the community. I don't even want to police myself. So I don't want to have to enforce anything, because if I see you guys posting the name of the track on the thing, I'm going to have to disqualify you. And I don't want to do that. So just send them into the email address. Like Tony said, could you scroll the address, T, just so people see that and they know where to send their submissions into?
Yeah, I'll throw that up there in a second. Go for it.
Okay, kids, here we go. Listen up. Here come the lyrics. I need the name of the track. If bonus points, throw in the name of the album too if you want to, but I really just need the name of the track. And this is directly from the pen of James Hetfield to my mouth to your Metallica tickets. Here we go. Once upon a planet burning, once upon a flame, once upon a fear returning, all in vain. Do you feel that hope is fading? Do you comprehend? Do you feel it terminating in the end? Boom. Tell me the name of the track, send it into the email address, and good luck to all y'all. Tony and I will come through it this weekend. We will give you I was getting a little walnuts right there, Lily. Thank you very much. I will give you the winner on Monday when we come back after the weekend. And Lily, by the way, I wanted to ask you one last question before we break for the weekend. Your picture, when you post a comment or your little icon there, I see that it's you, and it's with your dog. So give me the name of your dog so I can shout him out, or her. I just want to know. It's a very cute looking dog, and we love having Lily. She's one of our favorites, and I just want to know the name of that. John Joseph sent, of course, bro.
John Joseph sent. He also says you get the blade if you post in the chat. I freaking love John Joseph, dude. It's great.
Joseph is continuing to kind of be the security task force of the PMP community. And by the way, Lily, Roxy. Great name. Great name. I think about a Jane's Addiction bootleg I have where Perry Farrell, they're about to go into a song. I won't even tell you the name of the track, kind of objectionable to some people, but he goes, "This is my new friend, Roxy, and it echoes like a million times. So shout out Jane's Addiction and Roxy. Shout out to Lily Merchant's dog named Roxy. Good luck with your Metallica tickets. I hope it works out for all of y'all. Tony, I think we're ready to dismiss the class. Very successful high noon show. Hope you guys had a great time. Kyle Harrison, give me some love in South Beach today, baby. I'm looking for you. I'm rooting for you. Go Knicks. Blank the Pacers. Me and you, Stevie B, we're going to keep riding with the Knicks. Hopefully we are talking about a game 7 when we come back here on Monday. My fingers are crossed. I want to see this thing go back to the Garden just like Tony. No, Emmy. My dog's name are Lola and Stella.
Nice.
Bravo.
Nice.
Can't do any better than that.
Give Don Peralta's dog some love too, named Bear. We met Bear the other day.
We met Bear yesterday. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Paulie, on the way out, I just want to wish a happy 70th birthday to Ted McGinley, the great Ted McGinley. And if
no. In Point Break, when he's yelling at Keanu Reeves, no. So far, you two have produced Jack Squat, okay? Jack Squat. He's always playing such an a-hole in the movies. And in that one, he's like a premier a-hole in Point Break, yelling at my guy Keanu and Busey like they're punks in the street. Unacceptable. But yeah, McGinley plays a bad guy exceptionally well.
Dude, McGinley also is incredible in the show Shrinking. If you get a chance to see the show Shrinking. And also happy birthday to Tom Morello. 61 today. Tom Morello.
Keep on doing your thing, Tom Morello. I'm with you, bro. Whether it's with the E Street Band or Rage Against the Machine, fist in the air for Tom Morello. Great call, Tony. Harvard educated, no less.
Oh, dude, I love his work and I love his vibe. And Paulie, on the way out, we got to say a big heartfelt thanks to our people at Longbridge Pizza, brother.
No, thank you. I was going to say, no kidding. Thank you, Tony, very much for that. Longbridge Pizza, our great friends in Dog Patch. I saw Neil Denardi in the chat today. What's up, Neil? Thanks for throwing us on the big screen down there today. If you're at Longbridge right now, what's up, y'all? Enjoy that sourdough crust pizza. Go ahead and try out the Polymac Particle Pie. You will not regret it. Like Mike Damone said, kiss me. You won't regret it. That's how you're going to feel if you eat the Polymac Particle Pie. Zero regrets. It's a win for everybody. I also love the specialty sandwiches. Depending on the day of the week, you can get down there. I like to circle Wednesday for that chicken parm. Stevie B and I both agree on this. It is the best chicken parm sandwich we've had since we've been on the East Coast. And that is that is not an overstatement. That is factual. They have a killer chicken parm down there. Tony, I know you're partial to the square pizza. Whatever your appetite is calling for, they can service it down there at Longbridge Pizza. They have plenty of gluten-free options for those who are gluten, intolerant. Also, private parties. They can get you seated in the back. You can go on down there and watch Game 6 if you want to tomorrow night. That'd be a great place to watch Game 6. Pacers Knicks. They'll have the game on the screens, guaranteed. And when they're not showing games, they're rolling out the greatest playlist you've ever heard. They got great music on tap all the time down there. So, Tony, that's my 2 cents on Longbridge. We freaking love you guys. We love Neil Denardi. Thank you for being such a loyal and trusted sponsor, man. Onward and upward. I love that we're partners, man. Go ahead, T.
Thank you for approaching us from day one back in January. Saying, hey, let's be partners. Let's form a partnership. I'm so thankful for that day that we got that message from Neil and Andrew. And also shout out to Neil, who's checking in from the Great Wolf Lodge in Manteca. He says he's planting the Manteca flag right now. Dude, Neil, get knee deep in those water slides, brother. Get in there. Just go.
Yeah.
Just get in, man. The Great Wolf Lodge. I hear what you're doing. And then also, Paulie, I have to present this because I just got this text message from Neil. And if you just allow me, I'm going to show this picture of, this is Andre with Rising Wolf. And I don't know, I think it's one of Rising Wolf's buddies. So there they are checking in from Longbridge today in the back room, watching the show. So it's great stuff. Look at those faces. Happy eating Longbridge pizza. So
I love it, man. You guys are looking good, man. Happy Friday, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking in. We freaking love you guys, man. And I'm very jealous. I wish I had some of that pizza in front of me right now. I got to be honest. Yeah.
Yes, in question. I do love the squares, and I do love the beer selection too, Paulie. I just want to always shout out the beer selection because I love having an ice cold beer with a nice hot slice of pie. It's a marriage made in heaven. So don't sleep on the local, and they stress the local. It's all local beer. No, it's not none of the big corporation beers. It's all local breweries that they have on tap. And Neil and Andrew, they're all about supporting the local businesses, and that's another good thing. It's all about the vibe and about the neighborhood and about supporting each other. Which you might have seen earlier in the show, the reciprocity ticker going across the bottom, because it's all about the reciprocal vibe. It's all about that. So
we wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you so much. Rockin' New Era 84. Marcel. Hey, Eugene, what's up, man? Christian Ammer's in the house. Stevie Bisecchio, we love you. Joe Schmo, Don Peralta, John Joseph, Rags, Noemi, Lily. I mean, there's too many to list, but we freaking love all of you guys. Escobar the Third, keep it coming, man. Miguel, You guys, thank you again. Noemi, I'm going to be in touch with you in a couple of minutes. Stand by for a little private DM from Paulie Mack. I'm coming your way. Also, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the playlist. I'll update that literally as soon as we end the show. Winks, Rags, on and on. Fozzie, Joe Schmo, if I didn't say that. Thanks again. And that's it. Diamond Dave, dismiss our friends. We'll get on with this weekend, man.
Before I dismiss the class, I just would like to say thank you to everybody as well. And also, Paulie, let's go Kyle Harrison today. And let's go Giants. Hey, Giants, sweep up Miami. Sweep up South Beach, huh? Why don't you sweep the broom through South Beach this weekend?
I like you jumping Sweep them, huh? I like you jumping Yeah.
And then, Paulie, I'm back in the New York groove.
I'm back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Game 6.
Get
a Game 7 at the Garden. Get a freaking Game 7 at the Garden. And Paulie, on that note, here's Diamond Dave.
Hell yeah, T. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Tony, great weekend shows with you. Thanks to everybody in the audience. Hey, join us on Monday. Dennis McNally from the Great Extended Grateful Dead family joins us. He's got a brand new book out about the whole hippie movement in San Francisco in the late 60s and where it all came from. And Dennis, when he takes a deep dive into something, bro, he turns over every stone. He's a best-selling author. He's a great friend of ours. And he was also, how would you like to put this on your resume? He was hired by Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia hired Dennis to be the PR guy for the Dead. He's got stories to make your head spin. So Dennis on Monday. We're also going to reunite with an old friend on Tuesday, but more on that next week. We'll tease that on Monday. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Go Kyle Harrison. Go Knicks. Go Stevie B. Go Tony in the championship game. T, bring it home, kid. Bring it home. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Bring them the chip. Bring them the chip. And cheers, everybody. Just cheers. Yeah,
drink a shot of olive oil, man, and don't drink and drive, even if it's olive oil. Everybody have a great weekend. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you Monday at 11 a.m. Peace, y'all.
Peace.